see here. Anyone, something, nobody, someone, nothing, and anybody. Do you know how do we call these words? ¿Saben cómo se llaman estas palabras? How do we call these words? Any idea? Any ideas of how do we call these words?
Pronombre indefinido.
Okay, yes, in English is indefinite pronouns. Okay, so today we are going to talk about indefinite pronouns. When do we use indefinite pronouns? What do you think? When do we use indefinite pronouns? Any ideas? When do we use them?
When we need to talk in general.
Yes, very good. When we need to talk in general. We use indefinite pronouns to refer to people or objects in general, not a specific object or a specific person or people. Okay? So today we are going to talk about this. Let's see here. We use pronouns ending in body and one with, when do we use these kind of pronouns? With body and one? To talk about?
People.
Talk people, right? To talk about people in general. So when the relative pronoun finishes in body or one, we are talking about people in general, okay? For example, we have here somebody, anybody, nobody, someone, anyone, or no one, okay? All of these pronouns, indefinite pronoun, refer to people, okay? When we use all of them, we are talking about people in general, okay? Let's see the next one. We use pronouns ending in thing to talk about
Things.
things, right?
Objects.
To talk about things or objects in general. Very good. So, for example, we have something, anything, or nothing. Okay, so when you see nothing, something, or anything, we are talking about things, objects in general. Okay, let's check a little bit. We use the pronouns beginning with some, for example, something, someone, or somebody, any, anything, anyone, or anybody, and no, nothing, no one, and nobody. Here we have the uses, okay? And I want you to help me to recognize what is the use of each one of these pronouns, okay? For example, we use this in questions and sentences with not. We use this in affirmative sentences with not exception. Okay, thank you. I'm going to read the whole thing, okay? Affirmative verbs with negative meaning. And the last one, it says, affirmative verbs and in offers and requests. Okay, so here we have all these uses, and I want you to help me to match them with their uses. Okay, for example, when do we use something, someone, or somebody?
Affirmative verbs in offers.
Affirmative verbs in offers and requests. For example, I want something to eat. Okay, as you can see, the verb in this sentence is affirmative. Okay, so when we have an affirmative sentence, we use something, someone, or somebody. Okay, also we use this when we are offering something. Okay, for example, would you like something to drink? Okay, cuando estamos ofreciendo algo. Okay, so don't forget something, someone, and somebody for affirmative verbs and in offers and requests. Okay, let's talk about any, anything, anyone, and anybody. When do we use this?
Question and sentence with not affirmative.
Yes, questions and sentences with not. And also we use this with affirmative sentences with no exception. Okay, for example, did anyone come to the party? Okay, as you can see, the first one is a question. So when we have a question, we use any. We only use some in questions when we are offering something or when we are requesting for something. Okay, solo utilizamos some en una pregunta cuando vamos a ofrecer algo o cuando vamos a pedir algo. Okay, so in the rest of the questions, we use any. Anyone, anything, or anybody. Then we have sentences with not. It says, I don't know anything. I don't know anything. Okay, as you can see, the sentence here is with not. I don't know. Then we have affirmative sentences with no exception. For example, anyone can come. Okay, no hay excepción en esta oración. Todos pueden venir. Ok, cualquiera puede venir a la fiesta, por ejemplo. Ok, no hay excepción, no estamos haciendo excepción de persona. And of course, we use nothing, no one, or nobody with affirmative verbs, but the meaning of the sentence is negative. For example, nobody wants to play with me. Okay, nobody wants to play with me. As you can see, the verb is affirmative, but the meaning of the sentence is negative. Okay, el verbo es afirmativo, pero el significado de la oración es negativo. Nadie quiere jugar conmigo. Okay? Any questions until here? Some, any, and no? I want you to write your own sentences. Okay? Choose one from each group, and I want you to tell me your sentence. Okay? Or question. Escojan uno de cada grupo y quiero que me digan su oración o su pregunta. Okay? I'm going to give you some minutes so you can think about this. Please, Marino, do you have a sentence?
Yes, teacher.
Please.
Okay. Nobody is in the park because it's raining in this moment.
Okay, very good. Nobody is in the park because it's raining in this moment. Okay, good. Anybody else?
Hi, teacher.
Please.
Did anyone do the homework?
Okay, very good. Did anyone do the homework? Good. Claudia?
Do you know anyone to work in the space?
Do you know anyone to work?
En el espacio.
To work. Anyone that work in the space?
Okay, that work in the space.
Okay. Yes, very good. Anybody else? ¿Alguien más tiene alguna oración? Please, Mabel.
Would you like something more in this life than just work?
One more time. Would you like something?
Something more in this life than just work.
Okay. Would you like to do? Ok. Pero aquí en esta pregunta no estamos ofreciendo algo. Ok. Solo utilizamos something en preguntas cuando estamos ofreciendo. ¿Ok? En esta pregunta usted no está ofreciendo algo. Por ejemplo, en mi pregunta sí. ¿Cómo?
¿Cómo podría hacerla entonces esa pregunta?
Do you want anything more? ¿Ok? Recuerde que ocupamos anything. ¿Dónde está? Anything para preguntas. ¿Ok? Solo preguntas que ofrecen algo es con some, something. ¿Ok? Let's go with Mariela.
I want to dance with someone.
Very good. Andrés.
Teacher, I have other sentence.
Mhm.
I wish something to Christmas. Is correct or no?
Is correct. I wish something to
Something
Christmas.
to Christmas.
For Christmas, maybe. Quiero algo para Navidad, ¿cierto? Okay.
Wish es deseo.
Yes,
O,
yo deseo algo para Navidad. I wish something for Christmas. Okay, let's go with Leonel.
Mm, I am sad because someone ate my food.
Very good. Very good. Anybody else?
Teacher, me,
Yes, please.
teacher is the engineer electromechanic is someone who has much know in electric. Is correct?
Is someone who has
Much know in electric.
much knowledge in, yes, in electric devices, maybe you can say, or in electricity, you can say.
Okay. Okay, teacher.
Okay. So here we have. Don't forget that this is very important. We use a singular verb after an indefinite pronoun. Okay, for example, it says, I went to the baker's house this morning, but there was nobody or no one home. Okay, siempre cuando estemos utilizando indefinite pronouns, siempre nuestro verbo va a ser en singular. No podemos decir there were. Por más de que nos refiramos a personas, nos estemos refiriendo a personas en general. ¿Ok? Siempre el verbo en singular. I've had flu for the past 3 weeks and nothing seems to make it any better. ¿Ok? Como pueden ver acá, seems es como verbo para tercera persona. ¿Ok? Como si fuera she, it or he. ¿Ok? Nada parece mejorar. Nada parece mejorarlo. ¿Ok? Here we have some examples. I want you to tell me which of these, if this sentence is correct or no. I don't know nothing about it. What do you think about this sentence? I don't know nothing about it. Is the sentence correct?
Yes.
Incorrect.
No, no,
Why not?
because nothing is, don't use nothing in negative sentence.
We don't use nothing in negative sentences. Very good. How can we correct this sentence?
I don't
I
know
don't know
anything.
anything.
I don't know anything, right? Any other way in which we can say this sentence? ¿Hay alguna otra manera de decirla?
I don't know no one.
No one? Mm-mm. I don't know, I know nothing about it. ¿Ok? Recuerden que nothing lo ocupamos para oraciones con verbos positivos, verbos afirmativos que no tienen not, ¿cierto? So we can say this sentence in this way. I don't know anything about it. Or we can say, I know nothing about it. ¿Ok? Hay estas dos posibilidades. Recuerden que cuando tenemos una oración negativa, no podríamos utilizar nothing. ¿Ok? Y como aquí el verbo es afirmativo, sí podemos utilizar nothing. Y acá en la tercera oración tenemos oración negativa y recuerden que siempre utilizamos any para oraciones negativas. ¿Ok? So, this sentence is incorrect. No podemos negar dos veces. ¿Ok? Solo negamos una vez o negamos al principio. ¿Ok? Any questions about this? So, I'm going to ask you some questions. ¿Ok? When do we use indefinite pronouns? When do we use indefinite pronouns? Anybody? ¿Alguien que me pueda decir? When do we use indefinite pronouns? Let's see, I'm going to ask to Jimenez Araceli. Tell me, Jimenez, when do we use indefinite pronouns? What do you think? Araceli, are you here? Are you in the class?
With affirmative and negative verb.
Okay, but when do we use them? When do we use something, anything, nobody, anybody? When? ¿Cuándo necesitamos utilizarlos? Diana Gutierrez, what about you? What do you think? When do we use indefinite pronouns? No, Diana Gutierrez?
Teacher, en sentence affirmative.
No. Jose Armando, when do we use indefinite pronouns?
I use indefinite pronouns when I talk uh,
About
yes, about something general o alguna cosa en general.
very good. Yes, we use indefinite pronouns when we are talking about people in general and objects in general, things in general. Okay, that's when we use indefinite pronouns. Okay, tell me please, Cecilia, when do we use the indefinite pronouns with some? For example, something, somebody, and someone. When do we use these indefinite pronouns?
In affirmative sentence.
In affirmative sentences, yes. Any other situation, guys, in which we can use this?
Offer request.
Offers and requests. In questions, but in offers and requests. Thank you. Flores Matias, when do we use anything, anybody, or anyone? When? When do we use this?
Question.
Very good. In questions.
Negative sentence.
And in sentences? Anybody? Can you help your partner? We use anything, anybody, and anyone in questions and
In sentences with not.
with not.
Not.
In sentences with not, with the verb in the negative. Very good. There is only there is another situation.
Affirmative verb.
Not exactly. Not exactly.
Affirmative sentences with no exception.
Yes, affirmative sentences with no exception. En las oraciones en las que digamos cualquiera puede hacer esto. Okay, for example, anyone can learn English. Anyone can learn English. Cualquiera puede aprender inglés, sin excepción. Okay, very good. Tell me please, Kathy, when do we use no one, nothing, and nobody? When?
With affirmative verbs we use no one, nobody, nothing.
Okay. Anything else to add? ¿Alguien que pueda añadir algo más? No, we use this with affirmative verbs, but
With meaning, negative meaning.
negative meaning, right? For example, this one. The verb is affirmative, but the meaning of the sentence is negative. I know nothing about it. El significado de la oración es negativo, pero el verbo es afirmativo, ¿cierto? Okay. What kind of verb do we use with these indefinite pronouns? What kind of verbs do we use with these indefinite pronouns? What can you say, guys?
Verbs in third person.
Okay, yes, in the singular form, right? The verb like for the third person, but in the singular form. Podemos utilizar el verbo como para la tercera persona. El verbo es en singular, okay? Very good. Let's continue. Let's go to your book. Here we have in exercise number 2, it says, look at the words involved in exercise 1A and answer the questions. Number 1, which refer to people and which refer to things. For example, number 1 refers to, anyone refers to?
People.
People. Something refers to?
Things.
Things. Nobody refers to?
People.
People.
People. Someone refers to?
People.
People.
People. Nothing refers to?
Things.
I think.
Things. Okay. And anybody refers to?
People.
People. Okay, very good. So let's go to the grammar panel here. Let's complete the grammar panel, okay? So it says, we use some, any, and no with one, body, and thing to talk about what? When do we use this? To talk about specific people and objects, or people and objects in general?
General.
People
and
and
objects.
objects in general. Very good. Okay. So when we say someone, anyone, no one, somebody, anybody, and nobody, we are referring to
A person.
a person. Okay. Then we have here a person or people, right? Here we have number 3. Something, anything, and nothing refers to
I think.
thing, right? A thing. Very good. Let's continue to the next part. Use of some, it says. We use some, we use somebody, someone, and something with what kind of verbs? Affirmative or negative?
Affirmative.
Affirmative verbs. We can see here the verb is affirmative. Okay, let's see here. Number 2. In offers and requests, we use also something, right? Something or someone or somebody. Let's see any. We often use anyone, anybody, or anything in questions and in sentences with not. For example, didn't you do anything last night? I don't know anyone. And in affirmative sentences, here any means all people. Okay, en esta oración que son afirmativas, en estas oraciones que son afirmativas, significa todas las personas o todas las cosas sin excepción. No exception, it says. Anyone can be a millionaire. And then we have no. We use no one, nobody, and nothing with affirmative verbs, but they have meaning. They have negative meaning, right? Nobody
Negative
wants
meaning.
to go to the party. Okay, the verb is always singular. For example, nothing is more important than money. Remember, the verb is always singular, like for the third person. Okay, let's see here. Let's practice a little bit with this exercise that we have here, number 3. Complete the sentences using body, one, or thing. Okay, I'm going to give you some minutes so you can complete this, and then we are going to check. Leonel, can you read the first sentence, please?
A dreamer is someone who thinks about getting rich, but doesn't do anyone about it.
Doesn't do anyone about it?
Yes.
What do you think, guys? Do you agree with your partner? Doesn't do anyone?
No, teacher.
Doesn't do
Anything.
Anything.
anything. Yes. A dreamer is someone who thinks about getting rich, but doesn't do anything about it. Let's go with number 2, please, Fatima.
Teacher, that's number I don't, no lo hice ese número.
I didn't do?
I didn't.
Okay, let's go with number 3, Fatima. I heard
I heard someone on the news about the high street levels of millionaires.
Okay, what do you think, guys? I heard someone?
No, teacher.
I heard something.
Something.
Okay, what about number 2? Please, Cecilia.
Nobody works harder than Jim. He deserves to do well.
Very good. Nobody or no one, right? Nobody, or you can say no one. Nobody or no one works harder than Jim. He deserves to do well. Number 4, please, Marino.
I'm looking for someone to help me with my new project. Anyone will do.
Okay, I'm looking for someone or somebody. Cualquiera de los dos podríamos utilizar. To help me with my new project. Anyone?
Anyone.
Anyone will do. Okay, so here we can write the same, anyone or anybody, right? Very good. Number 5, please, Matías.
Aún no terminé eso, teacher.
Mariela.
Would you like something to eat? No, nothing, thanks.
Very good. Would you like something to eat? No, nothing. Thanks. Let's go with number 6. Please, Claudia.
Has anybody ever given you a large sum of money?
Okay, has anybody or anyone, cualquiera de los dos, ¿cierto? We can use either of them. Very good. Any questions about this? Let's practice the exercise number 4, okay? Choose the correct words to complete the sentences, it says. Number 1, I don't about cars. What can we say here? I don't?
Nothing about cards.
I don't know nothing about cards.
Anything.
Anything. Recuerden que ocupamos anything cuando el verbo es negativo. ¿Cierto? I don't know anything about cars. I don't even know how to drive. Number 2, I live next to someone, right? Because the sentence has an affirmative verb. Nobody or somebody cooks better than my mother. Nobody. Because the verb is affirmative, right? Number 4, there is nothing or there is something better than a long hot bath to help you relax.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. There is nothing better. Ok, nuestro verbo es afirmativo. Ok, very good. Any questions until here?